Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 2 for 1 Special Podcast. My name is Ren. I got my boy LJ in the OG dad himself. Man, y'all go ahead and talk to these people, man.
What's up? What's up?
So,
All right, now y'all welcome back, man. Y'all welcome back to another episode. Now, usually, well, most likely, we record these podcasts, we record these episodes on Sunday. And the last one we recorded, LJ brought to our attention next Sunday, where we usually record. I forgot, like May something. I don't know the date. It was gonna be Mother's Day,
May
and
14th.
May 14th. So we got a lot of stuff. Cause I know my sister want to do something for my mama. LJ, I'm pretty sure he got something to do with his mama, and I know Dad got some stuff he got to do with the kids and his wife. So I know they gonna be busy Sunday. So we're recording this a little bit early. So this should be a short one, depending on how we ramble all that good stuff. So we gonna pretty much cut off a lot of stuff that we usually have. So I don't think we ain't gonna have no daily dose of anime this episode. And Dad, you got some sports stuff you got to talk about or no?
I can talk about
You can talk about it. All right. So the only thing we're gonna be missing pretty much at the podcast just the anime portion because it really wasn't no anime news, all that stuff. So we got a short one for y'all, but we got a good one and a short one. But before we go ahead and talk about the main one, Dad, go ahead and talk about sports, man. What you got going on in your head?
Okay, so we can start off with the NBA playoffs. Um, Lakers are now up on the series 2-1.
Right.
Um, and it's this weird thing. Like there was a stat that they showed, and it's weird. Anthony Davis has a good game every other game.
Mm-hmm.
So like even though they get the rest and stuff like that, because playoffs you don't play back to back days in
Right.
the playoffs. So like I find it really odd that he has back to does that back to back games, but I need the Warriors to win back to back games for the simple fact that like if we keep going back and forth like this, the Lakers will end up winning in seven because they won the first game.
Mm-hmm.
So I need that to be fixed. Lakers won Game Three in a blowout in LA, um, and it just wasn't even close. LeBron, like the whole first half, was like being very passive. He got aggressive in the second half. I don't know if that was like his game plan or whatever, or what the defense was giving him. But it was just a weird thing that was going on.
Right.
No, in his later years, he get. I won't say he takes what the defense gives him, but he rather watch the game work out than decide what he needs to do in the second quarter and in the second half. So that pretty much what happened. He just saw that D'Lo and AD were just super hot because D'Lo had the first 11 points, and
Yeah,
he went three for three threes in a row, or
yeah.
four
He,
for
he
four. I
made
think
three.
one of those.
He made four out of the first five, I believe,
Right.
threes. So it's like
So and they was
he was going nuts himself. So to be honest, I don't mind D'Lo shooting because like he takes a ton of bad shots. So it's like I don't mind it, but like we just gotta give him. They just can't be open like that. You know what I'm saying? As he was doing.
yes, you can leave them open. That was rare.
Yeah,
I did.
it was aberration. It wasn't. It wasn't. It's not the norm for him, but
No.
it is what it is. Um, Also, speaking of LeBron, his son committed to USC.
I saw
Um,
that.
How you
yeah.
feel about that, Dad? Since you a USC fan.
You know what? When I thought about it initially before he committed, I was like, in my mind, I was like, "There's no way he goes back to Ohio State because if he like, because that was initially what he wanted to do. But it's like, there's no need for him to go to Ohio State because his dad doesn't play in Cleveland, um, and Columbus is not much marketing opportunity in Columbus. You know, um, the safest bet is LA because you got not only you got all the marketing, but you got his father plays for the Lakers, so he gets to go home. He ain't got to stay he wasn't gonna stay in no dorms no way. But like just know that it's not an option. He has to do. So it's like it's really the best for him, and like we'll take it. I mean, even the scouts were saying that they think Bronny's the real deal, not just like viral sensation along with being LeBron's kid. They think Bronny's the real deal, but Bryce is going to be even better though.
Yeah, he got the height. Yeah, I saw him. He got the
Yeah,
height, and he got a crazy jumper for what I seen.
yeah.
I
Bryce
don't
is
think
going to be a
I've
beast.
seen Bryce in a minute, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, Bryce is definitely going to be a beast.
Yeah, he nice. He nice.
So how many? He only got two sons, right? He has three. I
No,
know
he
he has a
got
daughter.
two sons and one daughter.
Yeah, two sons, one
So you
daughter.
think? So are they gonna be? This is probably bad, but are they gonna be better than the Ball brothers?
I knew you were going to go there because I had that thought too. Um, yes, and they won't have a. Okay, I won't say it like that. Both brothers will
Now
get
go ahead and say it because that's the truth. It's the truth.
both brothers will get in the NBA. There won't be one missing. Okay, I'll say that. Um, Leangelo messed up the bag completely when he started stealing from China for no reason. You rich, like why you stealing from China?
Right.
You know. But
What did he even
all
go and get in? Because I heard he was kind of garbage at UCLA.
he's not no. Okay, so he's not a garbage player. He's just not like he could have went to a college and been a 4 year starter and maybe got in. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how the balls wanted to get done. You know.
Mm.
So but even saying that he's going to do. Both of the James brothers are going to get in. Like I have no doubt in my mind they're going to get in. Um, I think Bronny can be better than Lamelo. Um, I think Bronny can be better than Lamelo. I think Bryce is going to be better than all of them,
I hear you.
in my opinion.
I feel you.
Okay.
I can see it. Yeah, because Bryce got that crazy jumper. I saw it when they was doing a little tournament, both of them together.
Hmm.
But you got anything else there, or that's everything?
That's it. What's what I got for the sports?
Alrighty. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the main topic because me and LJ, for a while, we've been talking about this for a while on the podcast. But it finally, I won't say it made it mainstream, but a lot of eyes been on it now. Since now, let me ask y'all this before I even get to it. The Jedi game. Have y'all been up to date with that?
Yep.
I,
Because I
I
was going to buy it.
Okay, so what was wrong with it? I haven't been really looking at it, but what's wrong with it? Because a lot of people said it's some issues, but like I said, I haven't really dived deep into it.
So I, there were some issues on console, but the biggest problems are on PC.
Okay,
And the problem
hold
is
on, don't.
stability.
I'm gonna say don't dive
Oh,
deep into it just yet. I just want to know have you been up to date with it?
yeah.
Okay, okay,
I haven't. You
okay,
know, the
okay.
problem
Because
is
I'm gonna let
I
y'all.
heard it was buggy, like it
Right.
was very buggy, but like that's all I really heard.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna let y'all talk about it when I read it. But I just want to make sure because, like I said, I haven't been up to date. I've been up to date to Redfall because I plan on playing it with my homeboy Solo on Wednesday. So I've been up to date with that, but I haven't been up to date with Star Wars. But I know Star Wars is a lot of people talking about it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Tech issues are plaguing the next gen games. So according to IGN, they made a statement and they ain't made a statement. They made an article and they asked us gamers, are modern games releasing buggier than previous generations? And are you guys worried about the AAA games that's coming up, Diablo 4 and Starfield? That was the article, or that's what they post on IG on Facebook. So LJ, since you kind of been up to date with Star Wars and stuff like that, go ahead and say what you're about to say, and then Dad and I say my stuff last.
So I will say the Star Wars one is not as bad as Redfall.
Right?
So, and the reason why this has gotten the attention is because it's now. I'm trying to think. There's a game that came out before Star Wars. What was it? I can't think of it.
Who made it?
I can't remember. For the life of me, I can't remember it. But there was a game that came out and that was bad. And
I don't
so,
know what you talking about. Let's see.
not bad, but it had problems. For the life of me, I can't think of it. Um, but Star Wars and then Redfall came back to back,
Right.
and it's crazy because both companies, after the release of both of the games, both companies sent out a press release, little thing on Twitter saying, "We're happy that the game released, but we're realizing there are some bugs with them. We pledge to make sure they are fixed and hope y'all have a better experience with the game." And it was like that was the gist of it. It was verbatim for both of those,
Right.
just a little thing switched out. And gamers called it out, and it was like, this is the same thing, and we've been getting these type of press release for the past 3 years now, talking about games and this. So the problem with Star Wars was that it was buggy. It had stability issues. It would pop you out of the game. You could fall through the world. From some people said that. Now everybody didn't have those problems, but it was showing up more and more, and just everybody was just not feeling it. Now Redfall, on the other hand, Redfall was completely like kicking people out of the servers, and you couldn't get back on for like 10 minutes, and it was just a bad experience for everybody. Like even people who had like contracts to do the game was like not even wanting to fulfill it because of how bad the game was, and they just didn't want to be associated with it. So that was how bad that was going with uh, Redfall. But the thing about it is that Phil Spencer, who is the CEO or COO, I can't remember which one, of Xbox, he came out and said that consoles are dead. That's pretty much what he said. He said consoles are dead, and they had lost the last generations, which was the Xbox One versus the PS4, and they were like that was the worst generation to lose because that was pretty much the last generation.
Right.
Uh, and I kind of agree with him with that. I think consoles are dead. That's why you start seeing PlayStation trying to port their games over. Like everybody, Nintendo doesn't have to do this, and you might say, why does Nintendo not have to do this? Nintendo has a peculiar thing where they have all these beloved characters that people will go out and play and get a console for, and based on how they do their consoles now, they don't. They are a good second console for anybody. But now it's starting to come, so they have that spot on lock. They don't have to worry about being the main console for anybody, except for maybe if you're a kid, you're like 10 or younger.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
but is against Xbox and PlayStation, and both sides are seeing that everybody's going to PC. Everybody works on a PC. It's just easier to transfer over and try to get your stuff on PC. Microsoft has the advantage because it's Microsoft, right? And with all this cloud gaming and stuff like that, and them pretty much taking over the world with the cloud gaming, it's kind of on lock for them while PlayStation's trying to keep up. And that's why I believe Phil Spencer said that consoles is done for is because with their innovation of Game Pass, you no longer have to buy all this money for those games. All you have to do now is get that Game Pass and hope and pray that the game comes out good. And if it doesn't, well, I'll just stop playing it and I can come back to it whenever because now I have Game Pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the future of gaming. Game Passes are the future of gaming. Now, how would those look in the future? Who knows? Especially with all this talk about the UK deal, which supposedly them doing the not increasing the price, they don't want to do that. So supposedly they're going to just fight in court to hopefully happen. But right now it's looking like the merger between Xbox and Activision Blizzard may not happen anymore.
Right. I see. Cause like we all agree and we all knew how crazy and powerful that Game Pass was. Cause me and Dad both were saying like, bro, but like before you even knew what it was, LJ. Me and Dad were like, bro, we know for a fact this not gonna be $10 for long. And then once you got into it, LJ, you were like, you just don't see how on earth Xbox got Game Pass for $10. Cause let's be honest, we all can agree that Game Pass does not deserve to be $10.
No.
It don't. And that's a huge steal because I got it right now because because of Redfall, and I was damn sure not finna pay $70 for it. But
Right.
but when I downloaded a couple days ago, what was a couple days ago? Friday? Was it
Friday,
Friday? Friday?
Thursday, whatever couple.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not in your house.
Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. I mean, it just depends.
It was one of them days.
I'm not in your house to know when you download it.
Right.
It was one of those days. It was one of those days, bro. But when I downloaded, bro, the games that's on there, I'm like, bro, there should not be on there. And then they releasing their huge AAA games day one. So come on, bro. For $10, you getting all that plus exclusive day one AAA games and all their big games on that. Like, come on. But I feel what UK saying. I'm like, bro, y'all made it $10. Don't raise it because we know they're gonna raise it to some outrageous number. It may not even be 15. Hell, it may be like 25 because
So,
everything. Go ahead, go ahead,
why are
Dan.
you saying that? Let me just make sure that it's clear. The Game Pass by itself for the CPU and the Xbox is $10, but Game Pass Ultimate,
Right.
where you get Game Pass once you get CPU Game Pass, and you get
The cloud.
EA Play.
Yeah, yeah,
EA
play.
Play also.
Yeah,
That's 15. So I just want to throw that out there.
yeah. Right. Now
I
I'm.
think with the PC Game Pass, because it's still $9.99, you still get EA gameplay.
I think you do. I think you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you do. I think you do. But here's the thing, though, because I'm glad Dad brought it up. Hulu. Well, Hulu and Netflix, but I'm going to say Netflix. I didn't mean to say Hulu. But, well, Hulu did it, but Netflix did it way worse than Hulu. Netflix. A lot of people don't realize this, or especially all the young folks. Netflix was free when it first came out. Only thing you had to do was just sign up with your email, and then boom, you got Netflix. Now, granted, when Netflix was out, it was rarely anything on there. Cause when I went on there, they had some crazy ass anime, and I just completely logged off. Cause I'm like, bro, this anime weird. But Netflix was free. Dad, leave it alone, Dad. Netflix was free when it first came out. Once people saw, or once Netflix saw how much they was getting, then I don't know. I think it was like $3.99, $4.99, $5.99, something like that. I think it was like that. And then they started getting bigger, and then they started making originals. And I don't know how much it is now, but it ain't no $3, $4 no more. Same thing going on with Game Pass. Game Pass, they were like, well, we don't expect it to take off. We just doing something just to do it. $10, boom. Everybody seemed like, bro, y'all bringing back some old games, some free games, and y'all putting some AAA games on it to where I don't gotta pay $60 at the time. Man, what $10 a month for a whole bunch of games? Man, shoot, all right. And taking off. Xbox was like, bro, we are losing money. We need to increase the price. And like LJ said, the UK like, nah, y'all not finna do that, and all that crazy stuff. But like I said, I'm finna hold my stuff for last. So Dad, go ahead and cause you've been playing games longer than me, LJ. So what's your intake on all this? Cause I know you've been playing some smooth, good games, and I know you probably sick of damn near every AAA game coming out is buggy. So what's going on, Dad? Talk to these folks.
So this comes back to almost to what we was talking about last time, to where like these games need to be have more stress test puts on them,
Right.
put on them, so that and you need more than one person because how I play the game is not going to be the same way that you play the game, Rando, or you play the game, LJ. Everybody's going to have different perspective. Everybody go do different things at different times.
Right.
You know, so like you need to get like people who are like, if it helps with hiring process, go ahead. But you need more game testers and stress testers to like let this to figure out where the bugs are before launch. You know, if you have to hire from the outside, have like confidentiality agreements, fine. If you only put like a portion of the game in, like a small sandbox part of the game, and have that to like open it up so people can test out the servers there, everything like that, so they can see what can be handled. That needs to be done because I think AAA games are about to become obsolete pretty soon. To be honest,
You're 100% correct. Cause me and LJ were talking about that a couple. I think it was like a couple years ago. But you're
I
right.
think big money games are about to become obsolete because of these issues, and people are gonna start losing faith in it because day one patches should not happen.
For not at all, at all.
Day one patches should not happen. It should be fixed before. Now I understand, like say, like okay, let's say, hey, you know, when you load up, that you're going to get this because it was a timing thing, and we had to get this game out as promised. So okay, but the issue's going to be fixed once you open it, you know. But 9 times out of 10, day one patches don't fix everything, you know. So, and then you're at that point you're patching the patch, and you're just playing catch up, you know, which which is a problem in itself because you never fully get everything right. At some point, you just stop and say, okay, these are the problems, and they're just going to have to live with it,
Right.
you know. So my thing is, it just needs to be that. It just needs to be people um, put more time and effort into make sure like the quality of what you're putting out is right because that's not happening right now. Redfall, Star. I looked it up right as you were talking. Star Wars. I mean, you will people will learn. Like I'm like throwing it back a little bit, but you think you will learn from the mistakes of Andromeda?
But
The mistake
what? You right.
you would think people will learn from the mistakes of Cyberpunk, you
Mm-hmm.
know? But like, you think because the game sells it good initially that you're not gonna like just lose all your customer base? That makes no sense to me.
Right.
You know, you really need to you need to gain the consumer's trust, and you need to show the consumer that you're doing everything you can to get this right. And that's not the case. It's not the case. Now I understand it's all about the dollar and that's all they're here for, just to make money off of this thing. But it and when we have the customer face, they'll come back and they'll trust you with the next one, and like they'll trust you with ones after that. So like it's a problem. It's a different problem, and literally like the triple A games, we're really going to be playing like indie games and sports titles.
Mm-hmm. You right.
So that's what I got to say.
All right. Here's my thing. Gaming should not until they figure out a solution. 4K for video games should come to a complete halt. Ever since 4K came into the picture of video games, none of the games been able to run it properly. None of them. 4K need to be halt and they need to stop until they can find a way so when the game come out day one, it can run smoothly at 4K 60 frames. There should be no there should be no reason on this earth that a 4090 cannot run. I forgot what's it. Hogwarts. There should be no reason for 4090 to run Hogwarts at 4K 60 frames per second. And the only way you can get that is if you put on DLSS and that should have even been an option, bro. That should have been an option. So they need to stop 4K in my opinion. 4K need to come to a halt. The smooth spot or the good point for gaming is 2K. 2K is pretty much the ideal for any game right now. You want 2K between 120, 145 or 144, I think. 144. I think it go up to that because me and LJ Samsung monitors go to 240. But some of these cards can't even push that. But anyways, 2K is the sweet spot for gaming. 1080.
Okay,
Go ahead.
you say that, but I know many people will be like, because they're, I'm trying to find a good word for them. They're they're graphics people. So if a
Right.
game can't run 4K, they won't buy it, and game companies know that. So isn't it for them? It's better to say, yeah, you can do 4K, and just not tell them how to get the 4K, because you're going to have 4K because there are going to be, it might be a minority, but they will be a whole bunch of people saying, why can't this game not run 4K?
I ain't gonna
And not
lie.
only that,
Damn near.
not only that.
Go ahead, Dad. Go
Well,
ahead.
let me just piggyback what LJ said. Not only that, but like the way technology is right now, you got to keep up with technology. You can't stay stagnant So, like, while I appreciate the effort, they have to get it right. So I
Yeah,
don't think it needs to stop. I just think they need to like just work harder. So
yeah. Cause I cannot count. I think the only game that could probably, well, I'm all of them could run smooth now, or a majority of them. But the only one that I know for sure on day one that was pretty much smooth at 4K was Elden Ring, that I could think of. But majority of the games, like Dad said, it should be no, bro. There should be no day one patch. Why is there a day one patch? And then most of the game, prime example, Redfall. LJ was telling me about how he not gonna get it until patches, which is sad. But LJ told me he ain't finna get it until patches. They came out with a statement for Xbox saying, "Hey, y'all not finna get 60 frames until later on down the road. So why the hell are y'all releasing the game then? If I'm not gonna be able to play the full experience of the damn game, you know what I'm saying? At 4K, but that is what it is. But my thing is this though: they need something, like you said, stress test or something, because all these AAA games that's been coming out lately, especially in 2023, that's been delayed a year or two, are coming out with problems. Are coming out with problems. Like there should be no reason when I come home for work, we already got to download the game, which is gonna take an hour or two, maybe three, depending on your Wi-Fi. Maybe the whole damn day if you got the garbage Wi-Fi. But we already got to download the game when we come home. Then on top of that, me and LJ experienced this a lot on Destiny 2. You probably can't get into it because the servers crash. So what's going on with these games? I remember back in the day, prime example, GameCube. Bruh, when I went to GameStop, 24.99. I remember that because I used to ball out in GameStop with GameCube games. Man, GameCube was my generation, bro. I miss it so much. But when I went to GameStop buy a GameCube game, bruh, when I go home and put that disc in that game, I'm playing that game in less than 10 seconds. I don't have to download nothing. I'm playing that game in less than 10 seconds. I never experienced a crash. I never experienced. I may experience like a freeze here and there, but that's the majority of tech. You gonna have something here and there, but I never experienced no lag, no frame drops. Even though back then I wasn't even worried about no frames. I ain't experienced none of that. It looked amazing. It ran smooth, and I ain't had to worry about no day one patch or nothing. And all I was doing was playing the game, enjoying my time, my life. But now, all of a sudden, we got all this technology. Like, we got all this technology, but y'all can't run the damn game. Or the game can't come out complete after you delay it a year or two. You know what I'm saying? So, go
What
ahead, LJ.
make
Go ahead.
that? I just so I used to be the same way and think that, oh man, back in the day, we didn't have to download nothing or do anything like that. But you can't compare that no more because back then you didn't have all the online capabilities that you have now. That goes with the game.
Right?
Most of these games have, oh goodness, have some type of multiplayer or something that happens with it. So you have to have some internet connections
Right.
that does it. And so it's the technology again, which is why also why the games back then were better. It was because they could not do the things they could do now. They could not put out a patch through somebody's internet through the game so it could be fixed.
Right.
That just wasn't a thing back then. So when you got your finished product, that was the finished product. But now, like with the introduction of DLCs and things like that, oh, we can make the game better, or we can fix things that we saw that happened in the game later down the road now. And
Right.
that's what's going on now. It's better to fix it later rather than just make it whole now. It's I guess you could say it's kind of cheaper that way because once you do it, you can get people have already bought the game, right?
You right.
So now that money that has come in for the game, you can now use that money to fix the game. Right? That's how I see it, or how people are doing it now. Now, is that right or wrong? That's up to the you know that's a whole nother
Now hold on, hold on.
conversation.
Now let me ask you this, LJ, because you pretty much what you said was right. Cause you should know Destiny 2. Every time Destiny drop a DLC, they always say they got this huge patch note for I forgot the first huge one, but you know. But how you feel about Destiny 2 doing something like that, where they know it's a problem in the game, but they're gonna wait till the big DLC to fix it, even though they should fix it now, but they're like, now we're gonna wait till the DLC to fix it. How you feel about that?
Destiny players are
You sound so disappointed.
no. I'll probably get some hate, but everybody knows it's true. Uh, Destiny players are sadistic. We've been playing that game for so long that we just the pain that we feel from that game is joy. So
You right.
we've taken a lot and we just keep going.
So I
So
got
that's just that we every time we hear something bad about this, we be like, okay, I'll wait for the fix.
I'm still gonna grind.
Right. Yeah. So I'd be like, that's a whole different breed. You can't compare the two because
Yeah.
the Destiny community is just full of statistics. Because if we weren't, we would not be playing this game as it is.
You ain't lying, cause I got damn near 2,000 hours on that game.
Right, but we got so many goddamn hours in that stupid game. We ain't got no choice. We
You
keep
don't got no choice. Now, Dad, since you was you was in there from the beginning, and I know you had some good memories. 'Cause them games back in the day, I know them games back in the day was amazing. So
Yeah. So literally, I'm in that sweet spot where like gaming has raised me pretty much.
right now,
Um,
hold on. Before you say anything, let me ask you this though. From when you was a kid playing video games, and now as a adult playing video games, are you disappointed on where gaming has come?
oh no,
You're not?
oh no.
Even with all the crash and stuff like that and bug glitches and stuff like that, you're not like, even though you spending what's supposed to be a $60 game, but you ended up dropping $500 because of all the DLC and content. But back in the day, you was paying $30 for a game and it had everything on there. You still not disappointed?
So let me explain my answer, okay?
Gotcha.
So back when I was growing up, right? There was some sort of like exclusivity when you had a game. You know what I'm saying? Like your friends would come over, say, "Oh, you got the new Mega Man," and like you would play that. You know, it felt exclusive, and all that, right?
Yeah, but hold on,
Now,
hold on. Can we all agree that Mega Man is underrated?
it's properly rated.
It's probably rated. Damn. Okay. I like it, bro.
I didn't want to say nothing. It's a good game.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I liked it.
No,
But
no,
I ain't mean to cut you
We
off,
didn't
man.
say we didn't like it. We just like
It
it's where it should be.
it needs some more love, in my
He
opinion.
needs story. That's what he needs a story.
Yeah, I do though. But go ahead, Dan. I ain't mean to cut you off.
So, basically, what it boils down to, and like now that like gaming has evolved, and like I like like back when I was a kid, I never pictured myself being an adult and still gaming, you know. But because of all the technology and stuff like that, as an adult, I know that there's gonna be problems with everything. There's problems in everyday life, you know.
Right.
I go to a restaurant and not every dish is gonna taste the exact same as where I bought it, you know, the last time. There's always gonna be something a little bit off, or it's gonna be perfect one day, or it's gonna be just as good but maybe slightly off, you know. Um, so day one patches bother me because I'm saying you don't release the game until you have it right. Um,
Right.
it when once we got online and stuff like that, I'll take these problems while going online rather than not have online and have a perfect game. because you could think like the games you played back in the day. Okay, I won't say perfect game. I'll say back in the day where game released and there was no patches and stuff like that. I'd rather have the online aspect because a lot of times they improve the game for better. You know,
Mm-hmm. You're right.
they smooth things out. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, okay, and they take feedback and make things more smooth. So like, and hell, like graphics itself, like it just changed the updates of textures and stuff like that. So my thing is like I'm not disappointed at all because like I remember what game it came from, but and like while we're here now, it's not a perfect system. It's to me it's better than what we had because you could do more, and it's not as exclusive, you know. So it's like you know, not everybody, at least in my hood growing up, you not everybody had a Sega, Nintendo, or both of them. You know what I'm saying? You either have one or the other. You know, and but now it's like everything is more exclusive. Like I could talk to friends like from across the country. I'm talking to you right now
You
across the
are.
country. You know, and that's because like the just it fluid to the technology and what's going on. Like gaming has come a long way now. While it's not perfect, while you have day one patches, um, there's the quality itself is there, but they need to fix it. They need to. I know I feel like I'm going all over the place, um, but I just need the quality, like people to check themselves and to make sure that the game is right. And that's all I'm asking for. For no day one patches is just make sure your game is right before you release it. Like I said, time and time again, I don't care about delays. I don't have it now, so why would I care if I don't have it in a few weeks? You know what I'm saying? A few
That's
more
real
months.
right there though. Hey,
Yeah.
that's so real right there though. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't looked at that like that. But since you said that, I'm like, damn, that's right. Yeah, I don't got
Like
it
it's not
now.
like you're taking it out of my hands. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I already played it. You know what I'm saying? Like no, if you need a delay to fix it, then just delay it. I'm fine with that. Now I understand they have bills to pay. They got to pay off investors and all that stuff. I get that, but man, if there's a way just a delay, just so you make sure you have everything right, I'm okay with that. Delay these games, fix them, you know. But do I want to go back to analog? No.
Mm. You ain't. Yeah. You got a
I
point.
you started saying like the GameCube thing. Well, that is true. Players still look like blocks. You
Right.
know, things weren't that smooth. You know, technology and like sometimes like I'll give you a perfect example. There's a lot of times where like I'll be here playing 2K and my dad who used to come over, he'll walk through it and he'd be like come to my house and say, he said, what game you watch? Oh, you're playing the game. Never mind. You know, 'cause a lot of times you just can't tell. You know, because technology has improved so much. You know,
Right.
so I mean it is what it is. Um, but I'd rather not go back to analog days and stuff like that, or because you can improve it. DLC, I actually like DLC, you know, because it adds more to the game. You thought you was done? Here's some more content, you know.
Just don't
Come
charge an
back and
arm
enjoy
and a
your
leg
favorite
for it.
characters, you know.
Right.
Oh, I'm not about that, you know. I'm not buying two games. I'm not doing that, you
Yeah,
know.
right. Because the reason why I said that, because me and LJ both know Destiny. They when they drop their DLCs, yeah, they don't play.
And I will say this: I want everybody to hear it. Season passes are the worst. Stop.
Hold on, why you say that? Why you say that? Why you don't like season pass? Because every game coming out now got a season pass, pretty
It's
much.
the worst. It's just like, just tell us the DLC you're calling. Like, okay, so season passes, they give you extended to keep playing. I get that, but like they're making you spend like if the game is $70, they keep making you spend 35 for a season pass.
Right.
You know, and that all that really does is a lot of times it does give you the first couple of DLCs, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But don't sell me on a season pass that's only gonna last for 4 months or 3 months or something like that. And in the next quarter, I have to buy another season pass. So now I've completely bought the game twice if I have to buy a second season pass.
Right.
So like, don't sell me on some some improvement just because I play the game. I get extra skins and stuff like that. Um, this is an old man get off my lawn thing, but season passes can go. If you go sell me the DLC, just sell me the DLC on like say you get all first year DLC for $40. I'd rather you do that than say like, hey, this season you get one DLC, but you get to get all these extra skins, and your progress will get you more. You know, get that out of my face.
I feel. I feel. But another thing I gotta mention because it was on the post too. Xbox and PlayStation both been up and down when it comes to the games. How y'all feel about Nintendo being kind of the only game or console to bang out smooth games? How y'all feel about that?
Have they?
That's for what IGN posted. That's what they said. They said out of the three.
I mean, was the last Pokemon game smooth?
No. I'm just saying like out of the entire games for for that console for
I guess they have the
PS5.
higher percentage.
Yeah, they got
I
the
guess
higher.
they got
Yeah,
the
that's what
higher.
I'm trying to say. Yeah, they got the higher percentage. Yeah.
I guess they got the higher percentage, but like Nintendo's not working with the same catalog as the other two are.
I feel that.
It's a wise man once said, "The more money you get, the more problems you have."
Was that Jay-Z?
You did that on purpose. You did that on purpose. I know you did that on purpose.
Go ahead, Dad. I thought I got you.
No, but like they don't have like the big catalogs that they while they do have their exclusives, and their exclusives are is why people keep buying the consoles. Like LJ said earlier, they're going to buy the new Zelda, they're going to buy the new Mario. You know, they
Right.
have a dedicated fan base. Um, from my childhood, that brought up our kids on the stuff. So that's what it is. So
Right.
so if they had the same catalog as like say Xbox and PlayStation, they'd be last by a lot because they don't have the same technology that's in the Xbox and in a PlayStation 5.
I got you. LJ, what's your intake on Nintendo being the not Nintendo but the Switch being the best game out? I mean console out. What the I can't even talk right. Nintendo Switch being the best console to have the best smooth games out of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. God damn. I was trying to say that they come out, but it came out.
Okay.
Leave me
I
alone.
I I I agree with that to a certain degree. I heard that Pokemon comment, which he's not wrong,
He is
but
not wrong. He is not wrong.
it's not like you have a Redfall situation that's going on, right?
No. I was not saying that at all.
Uh, but with yes, Nintendo has the smoothest console, or not console, but when it exclusives come out, there's barely too much you have to do with them. But I think y'all are really forgetting about PlayStation exclusive. If we're talking about exclusives,
Okay.
right? That's what we're talking about. I can't think of an exclusive for PlayStation for this generation that has had major problems. Horizon was a good game. It didn't have any problems with it. It just got overshadowed by Elden Ring.
Right.
Forspoken wasn't bad. It just had bad storytelling.
Now it was only bad on PC, but PS5 version was running smooth.
Right.
Okay, for Spoken is the one with the black girl from like the city and then with
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
okay, yeah. So
This
like that was a performance issue. That was a game issue, like the game
Right.
issue. Yeah.
Right. And this is sad because I wanted to play that game until I
Oh,
heard the
I
dialogue,
was
and that
literally
dialogue
that was
was
gonna be my
horrible.
reason to buy the PS5.
Hold on,
That was
so
gonna
hold
be
on.
my
Why
reason.
you not playing for like you got? Obviously, you got a PS5, so you can actually play. I'm still on fence because they saying the PC part still not all the way there. But why you not playing on PS5, LJ?
Because the story is trash on
Oh, the
PS5.
story track.
It just
Okay,
it just completely it's not up to the other PlayStation exclusives,
I got you.
storytelling.
Right, right.
Miles Morales, really good.
Hmm.
The original Spider-Man, really good.
Really good. Best web
Ghost of
series ever.
Tsushima, great.
Didn't that come out on PlayStation 4?
Yeah, it came. It was one of those phases.
Oh, okay.
Um, Ratchet and Clank, really good.
Hogwarts Legacy, yeah, that Hogwarts thing.
That not an exclusive.
Is it? It
That's
ain't
cool.
come out. Did it come out on Xbox?
Oh yeah.
It did. Okay, okay,
It's
okay.
out for everybody.
Okay, I ain't know.
But naming those are the ones off my head. I'm trying to look at my games, trying to think. I think that's it though. Yeah, I'm not gonna count Persona, even though it came out first on PlayStation. It's that's a different. I'm not gonna count Persona. But with those games I just named, there weren't issues with them, and they good stories, except for First Pokemon. And that's the outlier there. So can you when you talking to do exclusive, I really think you have to give it to PlayStation because as a whole they're better. It's just everything else has problems, and that could be due to the manufacturers or other things. The only
Yeah.
problem, the only system that really has problems with exclusive is Xbox and Microsoft. That's it. That's the only people that have problem with exclusives.
Well,
Now we
look,
can get
obviously ain't
into
nothing.
PC porting and all of that other stuff, but we're talking strictly exclusives for the systems.
But look at the game studios that they got though. The Xbox game studios compared to PlayStation game studios. Xbox game studios are known for not having optimized games.
Right.
Probably,
And who fault is that though? Who bought them?
you right. And then the thing is though, what bothers me is they spent well now they about to spend well we gotta wait for the UK. They about to get the most unoptimized game studio to known to the whole community, which is Activision and Blizzard. So
I
now
thought
they
that was Bethesda.
but that oh well yeah Bethesda but Activision Blizzard ain't behind Bethesda not for the long shot. But like you said, now they got Bethesda, so they got two big game studios that are known for not releasing stable games. But
And I,
PlayStation, go ahead.
I was just going to say, with that, yes, now you can say that about Activision Blizzard, and you can really just say that about Activision. Before Activision bought Blizzard, Blizzard it was known as
Oh yeah,
the number one game
up
studio.
there, yeah, they was number one. They were number one.
But after the acquisition with Activision Blizzard, they went down. They have legal issues. You could say that was because Activision bought them.
Well, you can say, yeah,
But I just wanted to say that like you have to give Blizzard its
props.
justice or respect. Yeah.
Yeah,
But nowadays, yes, they are
they
not doing
tanking.
so high. Right.
Yeah.
Um, WoW had problems coming out.
It did, but WoW was the first of its kind. Also,
Star Star was it
Starfield, not Starfield.
not
How is
Starfield.
the game
I
ain't
guess
come
that's
out
the
yet?
one to say like yeah.
The game ain't come out yet.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
The other one, the space RT not RTS
I'm about to say Star Citizen, but I know you talking about. I ain't that.
but the strategy games they had
Right.
Starfield, not Starfield.
Hold on, the one where you
It's
talking about the outer one where you get the ships and you get the loot and you put on this ship and then I can rate your ship, but that's something different.
Something like that.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's a strategy game where you place it like in certain parts and you like try to raid other places, something like that.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name, but it's Star something.
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I said.
Leave it alone, Dad.
But issues coming out, but like PC was not. You could patch PC before you could patch Xbox and PlayStation and stuff like that. So, but patches didn't really come out to the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
um, for consoles at least. But with PC, you constantly get patches because you had the internet. You know, first time I played an online game was I had played Madden against somebody. It's like, oh, I'm actually playing. It was laggy as hell. Like it was one experience I'll never forget, but I never want to do again.
Right.
The game was really laggy, but I had fun because I was like, hey, I'm playing against somebody right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
PC was doing it way before consoles. So
Yeah.
let's not give Blizzard like that pass. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh. I seen some. That seemed some hate behind that. That.
No, it's no hate. I just like I'm just saying they had
No,
games that
Blizzard
were
had,
really too.
Blizzard had their problems back in the past. It's just based off of what they're doing now and back then and what they're known for. It was a way better time for them.
Yeah. But let's all agree that Xbox game studios are not the best in the
No,
game.
not at all.
Cause PlayStation, cause like you said, I can't even name one time who made God of War. What game studio made God of War?
Oh, I forgot. How I forget
StarCraft.
about God of I forgot. I forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot about God of War.
That's the
I
game
even
that
say,
StarCraft. That was the game.
StarCraft.
Okay, it sounds familiar, but it was,
why do I want to say it's Sucker Punch? But I know it's not Sucker
I
Punch.
don't think Sucker
Santa
Punch.
Monica
I
Studio.
was gonna say, didn't Sucker Punch go under? Or don't?
No,
I
Sucker
think
Punch is owned
Microsoft
by
got it.
PlayStation. No, it's
Oh,
owned by
Sucker. Oh,
PlayStation.
I'm tripping.
They
I
made
should.
Ghost.
They made
They
no. They
made
made
Ghost.
they made Sly Cooper too. I should remember. They made
Oh,
Sly
that's
Cooper.
it.
But but like I said, Man, I said Ghost because you said Ghost. Shit me. God of War. I can't name one time it's been laggy. I can't name one time. Now, even
Are you
though
playing it on PC though?
no, I haven't played on PC. I mean, that's a different story. That's PC. I'm talking about PlayStation.
Right. Oh, okay. So you playing it on PlayStation?
But
Yeah,
that's a single player game though.
yeah. That's what I'm about to say. Here's what I'm about to say though. Here's what I'm about to say because I'm about to compare it to another one from Xbox, which is all over the place. Halo. LJ played the newest one, and he was telling me how buggy it was when he was playing it.
That's a multiplayer
No,
game.
no, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know. That's what I'm saying. Here's my thing though, because pretty much that's all Xbox got is a lot of multiplayer game studios.
That is true.
That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to get at. That. Do you think they need to move away from that because they've been taking L's? They don't need to move away from that. All right, go ahead. Why you say that?
Um, they have a different mindset than that. Their mindset is like the family experience, like bring the family together, bring games to more people. Like they're not much of a single player type of console. Um, they're more of like more people around the better. So that's their thing. So I don't think that'll work. For like that's not a part of their mission.
LJ, what's your intake?
Um, that is right. When you think about those consoles and what they have done, Xbox is more known for multiplayer, while PlayStation is more known for
That
their
single
single
player.
player experience.
Yeah.
So is Nintendo, but Nintendo's again, I won't even say that about Nintendo. I think it's really just the characters because it's not like they're making new single player games or anything like that.
They show
Or
lane.
they haven't created a new like character for a minute. You can say Splatoon is their newest IP that they have made, but that's a multiplayer game technically.
Yeah.
It does have story elements with it. With the Halo thing, yes, it was buggy, but I didn't play the multiplayer. But that game had problems other than the multiplayer or the sync. That game as a whole wasn't ready to come out when it came out.
Right.
That was one of those games that should have been delayed, along with some other things. But
Yeah, cause it took away
yes,
co-op.
right. But yes, if we're going down that if we're going down that road, then there's really you could say there's a reason to own both an Xbox and a PlayStation because you could say, well, I play my multiplayer games on my Xbox to play with friends, while I want my single player experience with a PlayStation. And you can say that's what I do now because I have a PC, I have a PlayStation 5, and I have a Switch. I play Switch because I want to play Mario. I was going to play Zelda, but I realized I can't play those Zelda games, so I'm not doing that.
Why? Hold on,
Um,
hold on, hold on. Why? Why you can't play those other games?
the new ones.
Just
Oh,
like,
I never really played Zelda
oh, okay.
back in the day either. So but Zelda, like I like open world and stuff like that, but I realized it's the same reason I can't play Minecraft. I can't just be dropped in a world and be like, okay, go do something.
Oh, you just
And
yeah,
that
yeah. I know what
and
you're
that's
talking
what happens in Zelda. It's they drop you in the world and then they be like, okay, you can go do this, 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 and this.
about. Do whatever, but with no
You
direction.
right.
You
Now,
okay
now,
over there?
I knocked off my flashlight.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yeah, I was in the dark for a couple of days, so I need the flashlight.
Yeah, I feel you.
Uh, but yeah, so that's what happens in Zelda, and I realized I'm not the type of person that can be like, oh, uh, I don't have no path. So
Now to answer that. Now to answer that. I'm the same way because with on my Switch, you know that the Digimon game, the Cyber whatever that thing called, they don't have
cyber shoot.
that. They don't have no direction. They just drop you in the game. But what I do is I'll wait like 4 or 5 months. I get the game and then I just go straight to YouTube and just go through the walk playthroughs, and that's how I've been doing it. That's how I do it because I know exactly what you mean. Because that's why I haven't get Zelda yet because they literally drop you in this huge game, huge world with nowhere to go, and you usually gotta find you. I'm like, nah, I ain't finna do that. So that's why I usually do on those type of games. I usually wait a while and then somebody put the whole playthrough and I just follow them.
I see Dad's face, so I feel like he might be the opposite. So
Uh oh.
There's always like a path you could take. Like
that is.
so it's not like they're just dropping you off there. Like there's some hints like, hey, you need to go to this temple. Like the order you do it may be different, but you know, like you just I don't know. If I play Minecraft, I'm doing it because I just want to be creative. You know, I don't even like. I see people actually beat Minecraft in streams. I have no desire to do that.
I'm finna say, do Minecraft got an ending to it or no?
Yeah,
It
you
does.
can fight the Ender Dragon that thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have zero desire to do that. Why? So no, like if I'm doing Minecraft, I'm just building houses and I'm just making stuff up because I just want to be creative at that moment. I don't want to deal with other things. You know what I'm saying? I just like, okay, I'm just going to come here, be creative, have fun, and just go from there. So, but like as far as like games with like stories stuff like that, um, they'll tell you where to go. It's just a
Right.
matter if you want to go there yet or not.
Now that Digimon game, that hold on, that Digimon game, me and LJ were talking about, it legit don't tell you where to go. Like it legit don't tell you no. It tell you like, hey, you need to go here, and you gonna be like, where the hell is here? But they legit don't have no clues at all. It'll put you in the game, and they be like, all right, do whatever you got to do. But the Breath of the Wild I haven't played, so I really don't know if they did had hints or not. So I don't know. I want to play it, but hell, I got so much other games I got to play first. But
I played it, didn't beat it. I just because I just like it's hard for me to play Switch games for a long time. Let's have a pro controller. That's why I didn't have a pro controller.
mm-hmm.
Um, so that's my excuse, I should say.
I feel you. My excuse is I'm just lazy. Eventually I'm gonna play it because around July that's when they're gonna drop that DLC for the Pokemon game. So right now I'm just playing like a handful. I already told y'all behind the games. I'm playing a handful of games on PC, and then around July, hopefully I beat like a good 10 of them. And then July, August, I'm gonna focus on some of my games on the Switch because I haven't played but maybe like 3 or 4 games on my Switch, and like a whole bunch of games I want to play on my Switch. But LJ, go ahead. I ain't mean to do all that.
I don't remember what I was saying. I thought that was the end.
We were talking about, you were saying something that that you said dad made a face, and you pushed it to. I don't know.
Oh no,
Oh,
yeah, that was the end because I was saying
oh,
because we was talking about the Cyber Suit game, and I was trying to remember it because I only played a little bit of it. But I
right.
was like, I remember there was a part where it was like you could do anything, and I was okay with that. It's I don't know. I think it's just in Zelda. It was literally because it's weird because I play RPGs, and then RPGs is literally drop you in. Okay, it might be linear for us sometimes, and then it'd be like some of them are just straight linear, and then other ones is go do side quests, do this, and I get caught up in side quests, and I do the regular RPG thing where you are over level for the story mission, and you just one shot the boss, blah blah blah, whatever. But it was just I'm in Zelda, and it's in Minecraft. But I'm not a creative person like that, so I'm not surprised. I thought I can't do Minecraft like that. But in Zelda, it was literally I would try to play it. I did. I was like, oh, I go here. Okay, I do this and this. And I was trying to map out my place, and it didn't stick with me. And it was just something about Zelda, and maybe that's just me. Maybe I wasn't supposed to play Zelda. Who knows? But that's why. But I didn't mind watching somebody play it. It's just I didn't want to play it anymore, or have that freedom of choice to go do that stuff. I mean, I love freedom of choice. It was just something about the Zelda I just could not handle about it.
I hear you.
But to get back on the subject, yes, PlayStation is a single player game, or a
Console.
single player company, right? Single player console. Xbox is a multiplayer console, and the Switch is the I want to relive my childhood / show this to my kids uh, company.
It ain't I mean,
That's really
it
that's
could be
really what it is.
to an extent. It can be both too, depending on what kind of game you playing. Cause Mario Party, Mario Kart, you know,
So okay, so yes, let's say this. It's a party system.
yeah,
If you
yeah,
think about it, it's really a party system
it is,
because it's just everything that's on there.
yeah,
It's the system because and I think of it like this: if you have a group of friends over and they want to play games, what are you gonna put out? You're not gonna put out Xbox. You're
nope,
not gonna put out PlayStation. You're gonna put out that Switch and you're gonna play Mario Kart, Smash, Mario Party, or whatever 100 other party games you have on your system.
right.
Right? That's half the games I have on here.
Hell, you should remember because when I used to throw my parties at my house, that's all we used to do was throw on that Wii in the living room and everybody just be chilling playing the Wii.
Right. But we waiting on you. You
you
the host.
you were saying so. I thought you were gonna say something
No.
because I interrupt you. I thought you were gonna piggyback off of me. You forget I'm not only the host, both of y'all the hosts. Don't get that twisted now. Like, wow. So y'all just gonna leave everything on me, huh?
Yeah.
I feel it. I feel you. But pretty much like I said in the beginning, this something short. Monday coming up next week, and that's when we supposed to record. But LJ brought it to my attention last week, so we just put something together. Hopefully, I enjoyed it. But before we leave, man. Oh, well, I saved for last. I should have said in the beginning, but it is what it is. But before we head out, Dad, what you gotta let the people know about today's episode, or whatever you got on your mind? What you got to say?
Um, per usual, appreciate you guys showing up, showing out. Appreciate all the love that you guys show and support us. Just wanted to say thank you. That's pretty much it. We all got some new stuff coming up. Be on the lookout for that when it drops. We will let you know. Trust me.
Yeah, you ain't gonna lie. We're gonna let them know for sure. LJ, what you got for these listeners and for the folks that watching on YouTube, man?
Um, Xbox has problems. And I only saying that because it's really only their games with the inclusion of some of the bigger AAA companies that are having problems. Like I said, exclusive wise, PlayStation is fine. X, Nintendo's fine. Xbox not. Xbox, and I'll make this quick. Xbox had Starfield coming up, and they was talking about Diablo 4. I have, I won't say the utmost confidence in Diablo 4. I still think there could be problems with Diablo 4, but gameplay wise, it looks good. Story wise, it looks good, but there still could be problems server wise and having people get on there. It could be a whole thing. This is purely for Xbox. Xbox have not had a W exclusive wise for a long time, and they put it in a lot of money into Starfield. And if Starfield does not come out almost Elden Ring perfect, Xbox going to have to seriously think of some stuff
Bro,
other than Game Pass.
bro, we all know, bro. Y'all saw that legendary collection that's coming out with the game.
Yeah, wasn't that like $100 or
It was
$200?
something, but it come with a big watch or something. Ellie, it come with a watch.
Right. And I want before you go on, Bethesda, because this is who's making the game. Bethesda did the same thing with Fallout 76, and that was a massive failure.
Yeah, that game was garbage. Cause I ain't
And,
gonna I
and
ain't
so
gonna say
was
it.
the, and so with the stuff they gave out. Like they were supposed to give out this like really expensive type
Yeah,
baggy
yeah, I
thing,
saw it. It was on. It was. Yeah, I
and the
saw it.
material that was supposed to be made out was supposed to cost a lot of money, and people thought they was actually getting one for this cheap, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool," and it ended up just being this paper thin material that couldn't hold nothing, and people just felt ripped off about it. So
Right. You know. So we just gotta wait and see. But that's everything for you, LJ.
yeah, that's all.
All right. So here's my closing remarks. LJ is right. Am I worried about? Hold on. Let me before I say anything. Dad, are you worried about Starfield?
No.
LJ, I think you just said it. Are you worried about Starfield?
I am. I'm
Yeah.
worried about it.
Okay.
I just can't trust Bethesda no more.
Okay. I want to be honest with you. I really don't know. Phil Jackson. I think that's his name over Xbox.
Phil Jackson,
I
Phil
the
said.
Lakers
Jackson.
coach.
I
Lakers
said a
coach.
Lakers coach.
Goodness.
I was in there. I had the right direction, man.
No, you
But
didn't.
yes, I did. I was close. But the CEO over at Xbox when they made
Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer, thank you, Dad. When they was going over the his little conference or whatever, this came out his mouth, or I don't know. All I know is pretty much is their whole department, Xbox, Bethesda, Microsoft, however, is slowly focusing on Starfield. That's why he quote unquote said that's why Redfall
Redfall.
is in the situation that it's in right now. Now it kind of makes sense because I'm like, you got both companies working on two huge games because when they announced Bethesda and Xbox merging, they pretty much announced both those games at the same time. So that's their fault for working on Redfall in Bethesda. I mean, in Starfield. Redfall should have been worked on, however, and then once y'all finish with that, then y'all should have start working on Starfield. Starfield, in my opinion, should have came out in 2025. If we want to be honest, I'm just saying that. So they can have the perfect amount of time to work on both games. Because if it is true and Starfield come out and it's running smooth and perfect, we know for a fact they were rushed in Redfall, and Redfall could have been way better than what it. I haven't put a game yet, but Redfall could have been a lot better than what everybody said. So if Starfield come out perfect, Bethesda is in the wrong for Redfall. But like I said, we don't know. But according to Phil Spencer, he did say that majority of the company is working on Starfield, and we can kind of see that because as I sent both of y'all, we got a huge direct slowly for Starfield. They dedicated a whole showcase for Starfield. So Starfield or something going on, and Xbox ain't really explaining it to us because the only time I can remember Xbox doing something similar to this which is strictly Halo, and that's it. So something going on. They haven't explained. They haven't tell nobody. Starfield must be this huge. Gotta be huge because, like I said, they dedicated a whole freaking showcase for Starfield. And the only time I remember them doing that was for Halo. And if you want to include Anthem, you can include Anthem because they announced it during at the E3 for Xbox. So I don't know, but we'll see. But Phil Spencer did say majority of the company is working on Starfield. Now, when it comes to the AAA games not working when it come out, it's bittersweet because y'all upping the price for $10. Damn near every game coming out now that's AAA is $80 after tax, and they coming out garbage. I'm playing any games that look way better, run smoother, and operate way better, have more content than these AAA games, which is crazy to me. And y'all up the price. Like Dad said, you gotta keep up to date with the technology, all this stuff. I'll still say this: 2K is a sweet spot. 2K is a sweet spot because you rarely run in any problem with 2K. Cause when I switched to 2K, it been running smooth ever since. Cause all these newer games, big AAA games that I play on my 4K monitor at 60 frames, that joint feel like I'm playing in the Matrix. But when I push it over to the Samsung 2K monitor, a little better and run smooth. But like I said, or like Dad said, you gotta keep up to date with technology. In my opinion, they don't need to stop 4K. They just need to take their time on 4K. Because there should be no reason on earth the 30 series and 40 series cannot run any AAA games at 4K 60 frames per second. And I don't care what anybody say DLSS should not be, you should not use it to increase your frame rate. That's garbage. But we just gotta wait and see. People rushing for 8K. We down show don't need no 8K because we can barely run 4K. We don't need to push anything. The game studios just need to take their time, and that's it. Redfall should not launch for console, rather. Should not launch and on their official Twitter account saying, hey, you can only play 4K 30, but we ain't gonna update the graphics and performance later on down the road. Bruh, so you mean to tell me I'm paying $70 and y'all know damn well the game ain't finished yet? And so I gotta wait a couple more months to actually get the real game. Hell, I'm beat the game by then. You know what I'm saying? So, but a lot of games are doing that now, where they dropping these games knowing damn well the performance is garbage, and they like, well, the patch for it gonna come months down the road, but you still gotta pay $80 because after tax, you still gotta pay $80 to play the game, and we know for a fact it's not completely finished. But hey, we gonna have a patch later on down the road. Well, shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and play it now, and because I want to play it now. But it is what it is. So, at the end of the day, I just want the game studios to take their time, and I just need some crazy weirdo who live in the basement to come out and say, "Hey, I know I can make a program where these games can run perfect without any patches." So I don't know. But that's all. I'm just sick and tired of getting the AAA games where it's not running and it's freezing, it's crashing, the server's garbage, and it take almost 2 days or 2 years to even get into a game now. So, that's the world of technology. But hopefully I enjoyed this podcast, man. This, like I said, it was just a little something before Mother's Day and all that good stuff. Like Dad said, we got some stuff working in the works. Be on the lookout. I'll say like the beginning of June. I would say that we'll announce it. Dad probably gonna announce his a little bit earlier, depending on whenever he gets his stuff situated. But yeah, we got some stuff in the works. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'll look at it a little bit. We almost at 2K on TikTok, so huge congrats to everybody on TikTok. We almost at 2K. YouTube going crazy. Hell, we doubled the subscribers in 1 week. I think I gotta look at it, but like I said, we got some things in the works. We got some more stuff going on, and then depending on how we go, we got some more stuff after that. So, like I said, it's all up to y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoy it and all that good stuff because we enjoying it, and hopefully y'all stay with us through the whole journey. But other than that, man, we ain't gonna let y'all. We ain't gonna keep y'all for too long. My name Randall. As always, got my boy LJ with me and the OG dad himself, man. We are the 2 for 1 special. Hopefully, y'all enjoy this episode, and we catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.